Hello, sexy souls. Is it why? Why does it always look like this? Can I just say? Can I say? Are you ready? It's gonna get ow a little dark. Little dark. Yeah. Like it always looks like it's gonna be really dark in here, and then like no, it's good. So okay, I had the heater going. My bad. My bad. All right. Hello, sexy souls. We're going to do a reading and check in. I had a couple of different themes that were seeming to come through. And so it was one of those things where they didn't seem cohesive, which could just be somebody's mind, like kind of thing. Why'd you retract it? Was it not showing? Was it like you kept resending because you couldn't see it show up? Like, is it... Welcome to Ooby Tooby Land. This is, I swear, I'm going to start taking a shower before, which I had one last night. Here's a problem. I have gotten into the habit of taking my shower like midday, late in the evening. I got to cut. And because of that, like I sleep on my hair, and I am one of them white peoples that has very fine hair, okay? Like super fine. So if I sleep on it, it goes... like this, which just makes my big fat head look more big and fat. So I put it up, and it's lifeless. People are always like, "Oh, second day hair is the best." No, first day fresh after wash is the best for me. If you have fine hair, your shit operates differently. I'm just saying, okay. And then if you want to throw an autoimmune disease in on top of that, and you shed a lot, it just looks, you know what I mean? So, like, it's not really conducive for me to take a shower at night and then sleep through like, I just look like this. I'd be clean. So, like, a lot of times when I'm like, oh, I haven't had a shower yet. Like, I did go outside today. I didn't sweat. But I did get rained on. I was sitting by the creek early morning, just processing. I was like, this is my life, I tell you what. Which we needed the rain. However, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I'm always like, I'm gonna change it. And I'm like, I just need to get back into my old routine. Back when I was taking care of my dad and everything else like that, like morning hours, my mom had all her doctor appointments, therapies, and different things like that. So it was me during the day. And then of course my kids, like I had everything like, and I just need to get back to that. But I hope you all have enjoyed the au natural, don't give two shits version of me. I do know how to look like I'm alive. I just don't care if I look like I'm alive right now. Okay. I got no two fucks to give. It'll come back sometime. It'll come back at some point. All right. So this is why you see me all the time like this. I do take a bath though. I know I always talk like I haven't had a shower. Like I do take showers. I just don't do much with it. Like you've seen me a couple times. The ones that I do it in the morning, like even though my hair is still really flat on me, you can tell when like you know what I mean. Like, but I even when I do, I'm not doing anything with my hair. I'm not doing nothing like I used to. Like I'll get back into it. I miss it. But anyhow, yeah, you know, I did think I wanted to clarify though, because I always make it sound like I don't clean myself, and I do. Okay. Mine, neither, LP. Let's find out what the fuck's going on. Oh, by the way, as a mother, we've just had one of our own have a baby. Woo-woo! And it's the cutest little face. You know, some ovaries are going. I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, I would snuggle you. And he's the cutest freaking thing. On my end, my middle child, he turns 14. And he's going into high school. He turns 14 tomorrow. Okay. 14. Mustache, all that. I'm like, and I put up like a picture 2 years ago. I'm like, you look like a baby here. And he's not really a baby no more. And I'm having issues. Because as a mom, you're like, I got 4 years. I got what? You know, and it's like, so then you're just like, I am going to plan everything I possibly can. No, I'm damn good and well. He's still going to be in my life afterwards. It's just like, I can't lately. Like there's been a lot, very emotional stuff. I know, isn't like Venus is retrograde or some shit, and like When I'm gonna tell you, the mother energy and the divine feminine energy has been so fucking like woo, like so many things be getting me all like, my nose better not be itching. Like it's just you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I'm going on this rant. Maybe they're trying to help guide me to what's about to come through, but it's like, I can understand why sometimes we all shut down because, man, the intensity of feeling and experiencing things can be overwhelming at times. And like my child is like, I was talking to my friend about this the other day. I was like, when he graduated 8th grade, I cried at her son's graduation. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Oh, you know what I mean? Because I remember this dude. I remember going over to his house and being like, let's dance. You got a girlfriend? Like, just being silly and stupid. I'm like, he's like, oh my God, shut up, you kind of thing. Like, I remember him being younger and looking younger and he's like a grown ass man, 6'4" now. And I'm like, her 13-year-old is taller than me now. What the fuck? I'm just saying. So there's a lot of, maybe that's what it is. Maybe we need to talk about this mommy, feminine, mother nurturing, whatever it is, energy. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's prevalent right now. It's prevalent. Just making sure, So I don't know. Let's go ahead. First, I had to tell you that I do take showers, and then I had to tell you all about with my baby tomorrow. My baby. So if I don't come on tomorrow, that's why I'm taking care of business with my baby. Oh. To bring me to something of like the idea and notion that we sometimes have of like all that we wanted to share or experience or show our children before they leave the nest, and using that as like a guidepost on our happiness, our worthiness, our, you know what I mean? Like the idea, like it's like, oh, I have until this, and feel and like every time touching into that feeling like I didn't get to do all I wanted to do. I didn't even get to do half of what I wanted to do. I didn't get to be to them who I wanted to be. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's something there. There's something very, like, I feel like that dude from Saturday Night Live, the clip, like, there's something there with that. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't know. Because they brought me back to the whole like 14 to 18 thing. And I'm like, why are we going back to that? Like what, And I'm like, I get it. And by all means, if I were to talk to any high school student, the best of your life is yet to come. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't the best that, I know sometimes we joke as adults, but it's like the potentiality and it's like what you can and to the extent. But then it's like, can we though in this society today? Can we? Because it's like every time a generation tries to reach for that, like where the level of expansiveness, growth, and joy experienced with life seems to be hampered down by external factors, by a structure created so that we get thwarted. It's like that invisible electric fence where every time we try to go outside of the lines, because that's where our joy lays, we get zapped. You know what I mean? So there's a theme there between, because I don't know how that shifted, where that channel came from, but it's like, this quote unquote, I only have this barrier, this amount, like this set up parameter in order to, you know what I mean? Like either whether it's self-imposed, because like as a parent, you're like, I want them to have this by this time. Is it? And then like the idea of when you try to extend life can be whatever you want it to be and joyous. And so like it's not like the best is still always yet to come. And it's like, is it though? Because there's always these parameters. Maybe we're going to talk about the parameters today. Maybe there's something about the parameters that are either put in place by others or ourselves, or and those parameters having something to do with how things are defined for us, how we perceive something and whether we're open to it. I don't know where this is going, guys, but let's see. And how sometimes what seems like a parameter to somebody else is you living into your desire in this lifetime. So we got to remember that that isn't the same for everybody. That invisible electric fence. And sometimes what seems like a parameter to somebody else is you trying to reach your soul's desire in this lifetime. And it's like, no, this isn't a parameter to me. This is living. And somebody else would see it as a parameter. I don't know. There's something about parameters. We're going to go, okay, so we're going to start with this. My metaphorical ovaries starting going off today. I spent time with my cousin's baby, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I want kids again. I know, right? Welcome to. Oh, sorry about that. I haven't taken 10 days sick leave. Oh, you have taken. Good, good. Okay. Well, your perseverance is rewarded. And we do have the scarab on this one. It's the sun with a scarab. Rejuvenation and fulfillment. Okay, this is looking positive. So there's this feeling of this like in both scenarios, having not reached that yet, right? Whether we're talking about what from the mother perspective of growing up, having experienced and felt and witnessed, joy, love, expansion, like fostering all those things, and then as an adult, the ability to experience that and what it takes to get there. Because like I said, somebody else's parameter might be, this is what I would bring exceptional joy to my life. Like, this is what I want to experience. So when I say I haven't had this yet, it's because there's something within that experience that will unlock something within me. And I just know it, it's like, so, okay. Because we've got your perseverance is rewarded, rejuvenation. And so there's this achievement that feels more experiential than it is like pentacle-y type of goal setting. However, I feel like someone is seeing like timeline grids in front of them, and the vessel to get them to those experiences may be rooted very much so in tangible pentacle type of 3D parameters. Does that make sense? Like, I know this needs to occur to get to there because it's within a set quote unquote parameter that you are able to experience something. You know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, let's keep going. So there's a tie between this. Gives me the temperance and like the star card, where like you've got like land and water, and it's like the alchemy between the two the balance of both to achieve what it is that you want, and the acceptance that both play a factor. And when they're not working in tandem, how that impacts you all together, not just in one area. So like one element of that equation impacts all of it, your human and your etheric self. Does that make sense? Now this is the funniest shit. They came out like this, right? Like this. Now the way I pick it up, I look at the bottom first. If I had to look at the very top card first, it says conflict and danger lie in wait. You feel this fulfillment, rejuvenation, and positive experience is in danger. You feel danger along the path within the 3D that takes you to this circumstance or situation that gives you this experience. That's what you believe. But then spirit comes back behind it and says, you're safe from harm. So that tells me that there is an element in this equation that is not in alignment. And it is impacting your ability to achieve this experience. And you're in a place where you feel like me with my son, I've only got 4 years left. Like if I say I only got 4 years left to have these experiences, then it tells me I don't feel like I've had that up to this point. And so it's like it's like out, like sand hours, what is it? Sand through an hourglass, like sand seeping through your hands. It's just, you can't grasp it. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's fleeting, it's fast moving, and it feels like you're losing. Oh, I'm about to cry. Your chance. Because something in the equation between, it's like true manifestation, like what must occur within the 3D world in order to allow for this thing in the etheric to manifest, right? Which both your human and your soul get to experience simultaneously. Like that's how it gets so deep. It is pertinent and important for both to have this. And the same is true for the scenario of the adult that has the electric fence that society or governments, policies, like corporations all put in place. So as soon as you make any attempt to find that experience, to find that feeling that takes you outside of that little parameter, you are beat down. So you don't try anymore. And maybe that's where you're at. So no matter who you are, what your role is, or the situation or circumstance you're in, you feel like it's sand seeping through your hands, like you can't grasp it. And there's an element of the 3D playing a factor in that. This is something that is obviously, despite your best efforts, beyond your control. Manish just got too many men to remember. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry, Manishka. Did I say that? So it's almost as if you feel like you must be looking at something right now that is making you feel more and more like it won't happen. It'll never happen. Because I do feel like a soul cry. You or you're looking at something right now that is so reminiscent on all the other times. It's like the dog that learned their lesson by trying to get out of the electric fence, sitting there longing and desiring, and then witnessing and watching another dog run right smack into it and go through it over and over again just to reinforce that shit's not happening. It's not going to. This is da da da. And it's like, and knowing that the parameters that the dog is experiencing at this point in time. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Are you there? Hey, sorry, I'm on live. So, can I call you back afterwards? Where you at? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I'll call you back. All right, bye. That would be our friend Paula. She was calling me, and she sent me a message the other night when I was like almost asleep. You know, when the eyeballs like this. Well, I got it then. I don't know when I should go back and look. And I was trying to get little man to sleep, and I was like, and so it had like I remembered the message last night. But like she was like, "You want to come for coffee in the morning?" And so I got up the next morning, just like nothing, totally forgot it. Like that's been happening all day. So I had to be like, "Oh, girlfriend, I'll call you back." Sorry, I didn't want to be like the shitty friend that never responds because I am neurodivergent and that can happen easily without me even meaning to. So my apologies. But you are looking at something that is reminding you. So just like that scenario with the dog where they're like even if it isn't directly happening to you, you are witnessing it so much. And it's a scenario where in this the dog is like, this call, I don't have disposable thumbs, I can't talk, I can't take this collar off. I've done everything I can. I've tried to put like something in between to rip it off. I've tried to like dig to remove the other stuff, and I kept getting hurt and every effort I took. And it's like, this is something that requires external intervention. And in the meantime, I am sitting here. This can be for any parent who is witnessing a child go through horrible treatment at school because life has shit on them and the economy is the way it is. And the people who are supposed to show up and be your community never do. And, then inflation, like so many layers upon layers of reasons why you're not doing well and they have to go to school. They have like the same 5 outfits and you're out of detergent and you can't wash the clothes. So they're going like, and all you can do, I'm about to cry, is sit there and fucking watch it. You know? And it's like, as a dog, you're gonna be running and running and running. Like you're like, I just gotta wait for the moment when it falters, when that barrier goes down, when they're not looking. I just gotta wait, but I gotta be ready. I gotta be on the ready. So you're constantly on the ready. You're like, you do all this shit to be prepared, and it's like you just gotta be ready for that moment. But you got nothing that can make anything happen. But be ready, right? That's what it feels like. So, and it's really unhelpful, right? As a dog, for the other dog, like, I bet one day it's going to fail. That electric fence is going to fail, right? And you're like, Hello, Captain Obvious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make you feel any better. It doesn't stop you from having to witness what you're witnessing or experience what you're experiencing. It just, and it's like, you know, as a parent, you want your child to know life doesn't have to be that way. Like, what if we reinforced that electric fence barrier before they ever got out into the real world, before they ever got, and so they never see the world from a lens of possibility? They don't even test the electric fence because they already know. They're shut down from their magic before they ever got to experience it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it feels like to me. Like, in all of these scenarios, it's just so, pardon me is what I want to say. If I by no means want to project or cause anybody else to carry the burden of my sadness, of the pain in my soul. But I won't participate in the toxic positivity and pretend. I won't be told to be grateful, to lick the crumbs up off the ground. That's a very patriarchal, misogynistic, capitalistic approach to tell people you should at least be grateful. And while there are times when it is our lack of gratitude that prevents us, it is our lack of optimism, of that we are the reason we are kept in victimhood because we are choosing it. There's also the other times where those situations and circumstances where you do look to external things because you are not in the position. You do look to spirit. I, in this moment, in these times, in this situation, do not have the power. It is not codependent. In those moments, and we talk about this, I always tell you all, you're like we don't need spirit to wipe our ass for us too, right? Okay, we don't do codependency on spirit, but there's moments in your life where you'll come to this space where you realize it's not your move. This chess game, it's like it's your move, spirit, whether it's through somebody or something else. Like, and it feels like to me, so you were just sitting here waiting, observant, and every time you have to witness something or see it or be reminded of it, something hits. There's a pain associated with it. And because everything's so interconnected, they're showing me like your level of excitement and passion and fervor is what helps to bring things in and amplify things and intensify and speed up or did it, like, and it is literally like, but that's being trampled by this, and then this is in this block, and it's like everything's this, and it's like something has to break the cycle. And you've done everything you can to be prepared for when that cycle is broken. But because, like the Temperance card, we are here to have a human experience. I can't just always merely will something in the etheric and it just happens. And I know that we talk about our external world being a reflection of us, but can we talk about also that the external world can also be a reflection of the collective? That there are aspects of the external world that are beyond our mere individual control, and that my lens being readied to take me where I want to go so I can experience the experiences I want to have and be in the environments I want to be, to have a different world, that's all I have control over. And I can't change things in the external to me that are upheld and put in place by the rest of those in existence with me. This is why I always say that it doesn't stop with the self, right? We all talk about like, oh, all I got to do is this, you know? And some people think that, oh, there's no need to be an advocacy, to try and fight change in society and try to make blah, 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 because, you know, until they want something different, it'll always be this way. That there's a lesson. I hear spiritual people saying some fucked up shit. Like, it has to be this way because blah, 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 because that's where they're at in their journey. And once they step out of it, it won't be like that bullshit. Because somebody in the top 1% also has their journey. Like, the physical impacts the spiritual can impact the physical. Like, it's like they're all interconnected. It isn't just like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like the idea, a notion that somehow I can just think shit into being. No, I can create my world so that I am prepared and ready when the path appears. But there can be very legitimate barriers to that path. And that's why we talk about miracles. That's why we talk about it, because it's something beyond just the self. Because it starts with the self, but it doesn't end with the self. So whatever you're witnessing at this moment, or you think that you're seeing, has you feeling like it's less and less likely. And you have to carry and bear the weight of your own faith in something. But in the process, the loop keeps repeating. I can remove myself from all of that, but that doesn't mean I can move beyond it, because the electric fence still exists. So then I am merely just witnessing everything. And there's like this internal cry. Because both your human and your soul know it's meant to be more than that. And so I just feel heavy to keep staying in the place of I'll be ready. I'll keep making incremental steps. But until that thing arrives, until the path is cleared, like the Ace of Swords, I am left to nothing but to re-witness over and over and over and over and over and over and over again this thing. And just the more times I see it, the more times I experience it, the more I feel like it's not going to happen. And that's where my internal parameter comes in. Because it feels like the more I see it, the less likely. And there's this feeling of like time running out. And maybe it is. Maybe you have a shelf life. Maybe your faith, because we talk about it becoming a burden when you have to hold it for so long, it has a shelf life. And so it's almost looking to spirit going, time is of the essence. Because much like the child can reach a point when they finally get to that space where life can really be experienced, they've been conditioned and already know not even to test the fence, not even to attempt to go after what it is they truly, truly desire, what really speaks to their soul and their heart, because they will be beat down by that electric fence. They will. And sometimes mere survival means not even testing it. So they don't even try. It's over before it ever begins. And as a parent, you want to give them those experiences beforehand so they know the potentiality, to give them the extra fuel to maintain the hope, the extra strength to have that faith. Right? So, whatever you're looking at right now and what in this moment as you're waiting for something to move out of the way or to falter, to break down, I want to say that you're safe from time running out, because that's the real danger in this. That's the real pain. That is the reason why your soul cries. And that your perseverance is going to be rewarded. And that you will experience rejuvenation and fulfillment. And it may seem impossible because rejuvenation is like the justice card in the tarot, where it's like the scales are balanced. And it may feel like, how at this point can anything make up for what I have been through up to this point, or what I have experienced, or how long I've been stuck in this, like the level of depth of pain within the soul. You're really at the edge of, I don't know if anything in this realm or if any experience can dig me out of that hole. Because that's what rejuvenation is. It's like the cup is too big to fill now. How on earth are you going to fill it, to rejuvenate me, and then give me the fulfillment? Like how, right? Let's see. But you're seeing something right now. New era elements. Hey Cosmic, how are you? I got 5-5. Change. This is the person that is not like the readings where I've been saying this beautiful thing is going to happen, and this path is going to be cleared, and it's just going to show up, and you're like, you're not letting that message in because that hope hurts. Opening up to that hurts. You ever been in that place? The Two of Swords is that. And we've got domination. The Two of Swords is the hearing the message and not opening to it because you're not sure of which one, what the truth is. Is it what you have experienced and seen and at a soul level feel that pain of having to endure something? All while hearing positive things or being, it's like, I feel like being told lies, false promises, much like a parent would say, I promise it's going to get better. I'm trying to get this job, and it never does, because no amount of any effort the parent makes can they break the fucking system or break out of the system that has been built around them to keep them down. And so every time a parent makes a promise and can't fulfill it, it begins to harden the child. It begins to show them how to detach. They believe less and less and less in possibilities until anything that remotely sounds like something good, they will automatically not believe it because good doesn't come true. Like, this is not a good situation for anybody. To the point that you can feel like whatever is being promised by spirit is a false promise, much like that child. And so you don't know which one is the truth. Nor maybe do you care to even try and figure that out. You just feel like it's a bunch of shit. Take a look at this. The fact that I am watching, look at this, a mama bird on her nest. Seven of Swords, or seven of card of deception. You just feel like you're being lied to. You don't know. Are you lying to yourself? Is spirit lying to you? Is the world lying to you? Is da-da-da-da? It's like you don't know what the truth is. Woo! I did not see this, but on the very top, this was flipped up. Like all the other cards, I didn't see that part. Defeat. That's what you feel like. Defeat. Oh my God. Torment. Okay. Temperance. Something in this equation is keeping things from becoming balanced. And you are not so certain that it can be fixed, that this will be found. Okay. Jesus. 3 of Swords. Spirit, how many more times does my soul have to cry before you bring this in? What lesson could there be? Because people always love to say there's a lesson in it. Seriously? Probably the same people that are like, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Shut the fuck up. Shove that shit all the way far up your ass. So fucking out of touch. So that's spiritual bypassing, in my opinion. You chose this. Fuck you and your sit on a spiked stick, okay? Do it. Just fucking do it. I don't trust people who fucking do that shit. That's a surefire way of showing me that you are not an alchemist, that you are not somebody who exists of both worlds. You need more flow and you need more influx. We have the Three of Cups. You need the support. You need the community. You need a reason to have hope. You need something to flow into your life to come in and change the equation, change the scenario so you can break this cycle. Because at this point, you're seeing the potential for abundance and good things and that rejuvenation and fulfillment as just an illusion. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about, so we know this, like you have really expressed this. Tell me a little bit about the perseverance being rewarded, rejuvenation, fulfillment. Because I in this, I almost want to say, Spirit, the fuck is your version of harm? Begs the question, how out of touch? Because my human is as important as my soul. And if I'm having soul cries, then my soul is even in pain. And how are you going to say there's no harm? What is your definition of harm? You are safe from harm. Just a second. I just heard a way will be made. We've got the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. In this deck, this one's considered interference, obviously. Feeling like something is interfering, something is keeping it blocked, right? And then we've got circumspection, like finding the way through. Finding the way through. And then we have the Emperor, who I think it's you taking charge and being able to drive the chariot, but things have to be much like the Temperance card where things are brought into balance. There has to be an alchemization of this situation, which is not always on you to do, okay? We've got to remember duality. If there's circumstances where it is on me, there's also circumstances on the other end of the spectrum where it's not on me, okay? And the Emperor with the chariot is, he's, driving that chariot to success. It is the charging forward, the forward movement. Oh, but I feel like something about this emperor, because if we've got you're blocked, there's interference in your situation, but a way will be made around it, which is either, which we talked about. This is the, remember when I said there's like a back door, like you're trying to go through one door and like there's another door, but then there was also that reading where it was like a like the rubble had fallen on your path, and so you waited and you came back and it's, you know, still there, and you're like, or even yesterday's where like the path is full of potholes and all kinds of stuff, and it's like there's something just over the horizon and the path is clear. There's some kind of, some like in each of those scenarios there's like this blockage that is in a lot of the situations it's like the other path was not made clear, or there was some sort of blockage in the way that you couldn't remove. And so this is a workaround. Take a look at the Eight of Pentacles, right? A workaround, circumspection. I don't know why, this is the third time they've said Google, like look up the term, look up the definition. You better give me the right definition. I'll tell you that much right now. It almost reminds me of it's prudent. Like I'm getting the fox energy from this, the cunning, the strategic, the it says that you're careful to consider all of the circumstances and possible consequences in to determine the response. It's being prudent. It's being cunning, like the fox. They're showing me the fox card in the Lenormand. You'll like there's a way, there's a workaround. There is a way around this, is what I want to say. It literally says, exercise of forethought, discreet in the face of danger or risk. You're prudently watchful. Like finding the safe path. And so it's like, it reminds me of the dog that is sitting there watching the electric fence and they know not to do anything, but they've got to be on the ready. As soon as that fence line goes down, they got to make a beeline for it. They already know. So it's like, you know, not to attempt to, not to take certain risks right now, to try and circumvent anything. You're being smart about when to, or what avenue to take. Yeah, you're not running into the fence line anymore. Oh, you didn't learn that. You're like, nope, I've tried that a million times. Because I've got the sense that the Emperor is coming in on the Chariot to you. Because I am getting, see, the Queen of Pentacles has everything energetically already prepared and has the capacity and capability. She isn't doing it yet. Otherwise, she'd be the King of Pentacles, because the masculine takes the action, implements, is all that, you know what I mean? So there's something, I feel like, because I said that the Emperor is driving the Chariot, and it has this feeling of something coming towards you, which is what we've picked up on in all the other readings, is something will come to you, the vessel to take you somewhere. Okay, so you are watchful for the moment where this arrives. Okay. And it's like, when this does arrive, so this is like a spirit saying we understand that it is something that on our that needs intervention from our end, that it is something that is beyond your control, and we are sending you that. We're going to disrupt that equation. We're going to disrupt that barrier, that blockage, that thing that stands in the way, that is too much for you. This could even be inflation mixed with, policy, with how the state is, like the circumstances of it, whatever it is. They are very aware. And your only thing that you can do is remain in this energy. The Queen of Pentacles is in charge of all of her own internal energies, because there's nothing more that she can do. You're in charge of your emotions. You're in charge of keeping balance of, your mental realm, your drive, your confidence in yourself, that kind of thing. Like, Spirit is very aware that you would exhaust yourself if you tried, like you've already done it before. You tried digging through the fence, and they're like, just take care of you. We're sending something in. We were aware. And I think that you're like, but this is even becoming too much. I'm trying to be on the ready, but I don't think I can do it anymore. Any more moments of saying something's going to come in. Like, I feel like the sand is just sifting through. Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And like the hourglass, time is running out. I feel like it gives this energy of an ultimatum, but more like you've got, your time is running out. Is all. Hey Troy, how are you? Anna, how are you? That's my cousin. I've mentioned her before. She needs to come on here and talk to you all about some stuff. I don't know why that's here. My last words are, what do you want me to do? And they're like, love on yourself, take care of yourself. I mean, that is so hard when you're in the face of watching, right? You may not be partaking in. Gosh, I feel like you even feel limited on that. Like, you believe, in this environment, within the parameters of this fence, I can't truly take care of myself. I can't nurture myself. I can't keep my waters fertile. What do you say in the face of that, Spirit? Because we are our own experts. And when we come to you and we tell you the truth, time is running out. You can't just, oh, it'll be okay. Like, you can't just do that, Spirit. You can't just do that. Okay, we're going to go with a different deck to get a different message. Fallen angels. I feel like there's no more things left to be said. Just things to be done. That's your energy. Not a, don't tell me about it, do it. Now, I want to say whatever obviously is coming through to you, whatever is being ushered into you, there's nothing that can stop it. Okay? Because with the chariot, that's Rhino spirit. It is the move, bitch. Get out there. Because you got to get run over. I don't care what fucking anybody. Go ahead. Oh, you got a lion. You got a tiger. I will trample the fuck out of you. Okay? And spear you with my damn horn. Like, this is like, I break rocks, bitches, okay? I do, like, I don't know what you're thinking. But it's not stopping. The momentum's not stopping. It's coming through. Hold on. Give me more in this. I'm not gonna, we're gonna close this up pretty quick. What is partnership? It's funny, partnership came out. And we've got the lovers here. So I was like, are you going to tell me something about that? And I think this is more like partnership with the spirit. And it's like there's a level of honesty happening here. We've got partnership, honesty, and turmoil. Like, I feel like you're saying my faith in you, spirit, or my willingness to work with you, or my willingness to do this is waning. And it's about to be gone. Sometimes we can shut down so much for the sake of trying to survive that we literally have to cut ourselves off at our soul so we don't feel the pain of it anymore, right? And when we begin cutting ourselves off in that capacity, we cut ourselves off with our connection to things. It hampers, and it's like sometimes it's like you may be on the verge of consciously deciding to not have your channel open. I don't want to hear it. Because we'd already talked about the messages, like being weary of the messages. There's no more talking, it's just doing. It's showing the fuck up. Like, whatever is being sent, whatever this emperor is bringing on the chariot needs to arrive yesterday. The rebirth has to happen. Whatever it is that keeps you stuck has to be removed. I'm waiting on your move, spirit. I'm waiting on your move. Yeah. You're going to have to remove this stuckness for this newness to happen. I feel like on the flip side, Spirit showing up in this partnership card, like we know, we understand. We're being honest as well. We're going to help you have this rebirth from this turmoil. We're going to help with this. So how do you get beyond this, Spirit? Because you've got you giving a message and saying, we're serious, this is happening, we understand the circumstance. Yet, whoever this is saying, no more messages. Just manifestations, just the doing. How you gonna fucking adjust that? I'm gonna ask about this damn chariot is what's gonna happen. It may take the form of somebody coming in. So we've got partnership. You know, somebody could be coming in to help you in this turmoil and help you with your rebirth. It could be. It could be, you know, love coming in that allows you to fully embrace the Empress, that creativity, that joy, the thing that you're trying to follow that you've been barricaded off from. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. It could be. We've got the Emperor here. Where's the Chariot? There's just somebody, there's a person coming in for somebody to help remove that boulder that's in the way, that big, massive barrier, to help break you out. Because you recognize it has to be something external to you. And I said in the very beginning that even if it's spirit through somebody else, somebody has to help you in this situation get out of it. And spirit is sending someone to do that. We've got the clover here, which is all about luck. And it's meant to, it's like your luck is going to change. Things will reach the upswing. But it is taking the form of a person. Even if it's not love, it's a partnership of some sort. You get to be a team. You know, like the dog who's stuck inside the electric fence, it would be a human walking by going, what the fuck? And disabling the electric fence for them so they can get out. So the Chariots and the Emperor, and the way around it is through a connection with another person. When? The proverbial question is always when. That's where we get real. We've already said time is of the essence. Time is running out. And I feel like that's you telling spirit, like you just being honest. And it's like, so when? If there is anybody who is on the verge of connecting with another person, and you even come across this, and this would be some cross-watching type of energy, I'm going to tell you right now, your time's running out. You better make a move. If you've contemplated or thought about, or thought, oh, I should do such and such with so-and-so, or I should, contact, you need to fucking do it. funny. We have the thoughts card where someone is contemplating, planning, analyzing, thinking about doing something. And then we have the official person, which is the one that has the authority, the capability, the capacity to do it. But also, official person talks about a situation where the power is not in your control. And it's as if you're having to wait on this person. But also with these two cards together, this is like obsessive thoughts, or this is just the witnessing, observing of things, and the analyzation of a situation as it is, because you don't have any other option other than to do that, because this situation is out of your control. So what about this? How does this, I feel like that's their whole point of fucking asking timing, is because not in my hands, so when? This is a person, I can't get away from someone contemplating, thinking, or planning, or already in the process of doing. Someone is looking at you, or somebody is already seen you, witnessed you, or is meant to visibly see you, find you, because they are the person. They are the person. We've got high honor, where it's all about recognition and understanding, but it's also an improvement in the situations. So this person has the capacity to improve the situation. So we already... Like, it'll be a sudden, like, it'll be very quick. It'll be very sudden. Their answer is suddenly. I think there's an actual time frame in the book. They're trying to give me a timing. Because we got suddenly with the gift. Something being extended. I don't understand the... over here, because with the thoughts, it's without action. You know what I mean? It lacks action. So I'm like, give me just a second. I'm missing something here. I feel like there's something more specific. And this could be, I'm just going to tell you, because it is right next to the gift. It is a sort, like, for some, it may be money. Okay? Somebody could plan to offer you something. But let me get back to there's a... I don't know why they're saying like this is a major gift that would come through, because sudden wealth is also about something, a lot of it, a large capacity to it. Like, it's more than you realize. It's major. Okay, I gotta, why, give me something on the thoughts then. Because I'm feeling like, they're like, I don't know. It's like when it comes in, it'll come in, nothing can get its way. But like, what is the fucking thoughts for? What, did I drop something? I'm getting conflicting energies off of this. Yeah, this is the idea of somebody like handpicking you, or with the intention of bringing something towards you, because we have the male over here, and on the like they're literally looking at the picture of the main female. Now, this isn't gender specific, but it is the idea of contemplation, thinking about it, planning it, wanting to, but it gives the feeling of not official. Also means it's going to happen one way or the other. It will happen. But is the timing because someone's thinking about something? Anywho, guys, so they're like, this is life, toil and labor before. Then you encounter or meet or connect with this person, and then shit gets really motherfucking good afterwards. On the bottom of the deck, we do have occupation, concern, child. Like, this could be a job offer, and you're like, not so certain of, like, there's a concern. I need a job. I need something new. I need a new direction in my career. I need a new job. That kind of thing. Because we do have great fortune after this. Like, is it hinged on them finding you, or have they already found you? Because this is like, this could also like, I need wanting to find the right person, and then boom, finding you. I'm going to ask, like, I can't help but feel a hesitation in this energy, and maybe you're just assuming that there's a hesitation, but I feel like there's on whoever this emperor or whoever this individual is. But it's funny because we got the Chariot, which is nothing stopping this once they've made up their mind, right? And so the Thoughts card gives me the indication that, are they still contemplating? Pros and cons? What the fuck? If anybody is on the fence of something, you need to pull the trigger is what I want to say. That would be your fucking message. Sometimes your him and haw negatively impacts others. Just remember that. Sometimes it does. And I know we're going to give you the whole, like, you need to do things for you and in your own time, and you got to make sure you're sure of shit. But also remember, it starts with the self, but it doesn't end with the self. What you do does impact other people. I'm not asking you to forsake the self, but get off the fucking fence. Timing. I'm about to give up on asking for the time. Like, okay, question is, are they still contemplating, or are they already in motion? I know yesterday's message was something about being in motion, but it doesn't feel that way right now. This person is the gift. This person is the gift. You can expect this person. This is the dude that was in the Thoughts card. Again, it's not about gender. Just, it's a person. It's a person. That's going to be the title of your fucking... It's a person. You're waiting for this, like, you have no choice, expectation, no choice but to wait. Nothing you can do to speed it up, because it's contingent on this person. This gift is coming either from, this person holds the gift. So are they going to make up their fucking mind is the question. They're on their way. Thank fucking God. Main male journey. This is like trip, travel, movement. They're already on their way. That's why we had the Emperor with the chariot already in motion coming your direction. This person is already on the way. Already on the way. And if you want confirmation, we got the coffin with the message of concern. The message of concern can be getting information you don't like, which obviously is not happening because that's stopped. But it's also about delays. There's going to be no more delays. This is on its way. It is in motion. I feel like you're going to do what you always do. Sit in expectation and observe. Okay. It just feels like there's not much, like this is coming to you, and it is your vessel out. And this is like divine order mixed with divine timing. Does that make sense? Divine timing is a specific energetic frequency that has to happen. Divine order is also where certain things have to happen. So you kind of have to have a combination of both. And so it's like if something's in the process coming to you, there may be an order that it's going through. You know what I mean? In order for it to get to you, but the timing is right, and that's why it's already the steps, the domino effects, because that's what divine order is. Like this has to happen, then this, and this, and this. So it's already happening, right? And there's not anything like Spirit is trying to reaffirm that they're in this partnership with you, and they understand that it is their move, and that they're trying to get this to you. And there's not much more they can do to console you or to convince you or to reassure you other than to just tell you that it is. And they know that there's not anything else you can do but be ready and prepared and wait. So just maintain your own energies. Keep yourself at the ready for when that human walks by and flips the switch on the be alert, be aware. Be smart. You feel limited, but that workaround is coming. You've got to stay alert for the workaround. And when it shows up, you need to take it. All I got. Anna, you are not the only one. The others were like, "Oh my God, you're it's." Yeah. I think that's all of us in this collective right now. There's too many external factors that we lack the control over. Yep. Okay. Just a reminder, if you do want a personal reading, that is available. I noticed something weird. Like, it was weird. I have a website you can go to, and it'll send me an email so we can work something out. I used to have where you would book it online from the website, but it's like I want a little more control over when I take a reading, because I'm going to tell you, some people come through with some stuff that it's like, no, that's not an appropriate. We're not going to, some people just are not ready for a reading. You know what I mean? And so I like to I want to filter them a little bit more, more before somebody can book with me, right? Like, I think that they read the terms and conditions. I don't think they are. I think they just click that they do, because some of the things that have come through, and it's like, okay, which is on me. It's my job to do a better job of filtering it. But I noticed that it was putting like some weird stuff as my address for the website. I've got to go fix that. And I will come back and put it in the body of the description. So if you are wanting to book a reading with me that is still absolutely available, it's just going to take a different route than it used to. So definitely hit me up and let me know. I will fix the website. But yeah. So everybody else doing okay? Anybody got anything else they want to say or chime in or add to what was just good analogy, LP? A bird with clipped wings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hope everything's been going good, Troy. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I'm going to pull just a few cards about today. I don't think this is going to be very long at all. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. We're just going to do it real fast today. So I'm going to use the moon magic. Just had the new moon in Gemini. Funny, the full moon in Sag is my moon is in Sag. And then the new moon in Gemini, where my sun is, Gemini, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? What about today? Guys, I have an entire flock of crows. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Just, I'm sure there's more crows. Wolf moon. Anything else for today? That's a lot. I don't even know if I want the wolf moon. Have me put that one back up. I don't think it was meant to come out. It's still good. It's still good, but really quick, guys, this is just going to be like a pick-me-up-er. Communication, confidence, and needs. There's an idea of being prepared to make yourself heard. Be prepared. It literally says, be prepared to make yourself heard. Be prepared to take the lead and make positive changes. Be prepared to become the alpha in your life. Okay. Be prepared. The Black Cat is all about independence, self-love, and autonomy. And it's talking about be prepared to be able to for freedom. That's really what the Black Cat is. It's all about independence, autonomy, and self-love. Be prepared for you're about to attain your independence. Be prepared. They keep repeating that. Like, I know that the Wolf Moon was more like be prepared to go. It's like it's the idea or notion. What's that got to do with today? Hopefully this is going to tell me. It's as if, like, as in the last reading, they're like, all you can do is stay alert. It is being cunning. The workaround is showing up, and you need to take it. Like, you need to be on the ready when the person comes through and, like, flips the switch to the electric fence, right? And they're saying, be ready because you're about to get that independence that you seek, the freedom from the electric fence. You're about to get that. Stargazer, just so that you can take a look at it. Aspiration, ambition, and striving. It's like being at the starting line, like, like how horses are in a gate and they're about to run a race, and it's like they're in there, and it's like it's almost like the green flag is about to wave and they can take off. The gate is about to open. I'm like, what about today? And it's like, are you telling me it's going to happen today? Or are you telling me to get in the energy today? Like, what it... Manifestations of collaboration. Ambition comes easily and naturally to some people, but others, it's something that needs to be nurtured. Part of, I feel like they're talking about when they say to nurture yourself, to nurture your, this may be difficult, that dream. Don't stop yourself from seeing it, envisioning it, visualizing it, playing in it, believing it. Do whatever you can to nurture that part. This card is reminding you that you have to be able to dream it before you can become it. If you shut yourself off to that little portion, you might be taken aback when the electric fence goes down. You maybe forget that you get to run. It may go down and you're like, it's like that child, the child that is squashed so much that by the time they do reach the place of true freedom and expression and the attempt to find their joy, that they don't, because they've already decided it's not even possible and taken it off of the plate. So it's like the idea of being prepared and ready for this freedom is maintaining at least the dream. Don't get to the place where you believe it's never going to happen. Because when it does, you may forget what to do. You may just stand still. Moon dust. This is what you want to hear today. Joy, surprises, and wonder. It says that a sprinkling of gold moon dust is about to be distributed in your life. It means that magic has been activated and wonderful things are about to happen for you and your loved ones. Yeah, don't take this dream off the table because you won't take the action necessary if you do. Don't resign that it won't happen before. Hold on to that last little bit of hope that you've got as much as you can. An unexpected turn of events leads you to a place of great joy and happiness, and it can happen very suddenly. It's a happy coincidence or a lucky windfall. A nice card for those who are feeling a little jaded and in need of a pick-me-up. It will reignite your sense of wonder and awe at this magical world we live in. You will experience something that simply blows you away. And while this in and of itself doesn't necessarily have the staying power, what will is if you keep yourself on the ready and prepared. It is the revving of the engine before you take off, before the green flag goes. There's something about when you are ready to go. When this thing happens, the fact that it might be fleeting or that it in and of itself isn't all there is to getting something, you'll become the chariot, right? Yeah. So it is literally just saying that you need to have that well of, because it is through that hope, that drive, that desire for this dream that you will hit the ground running when the fence line goes down. Okay? Be at the ready. All right. Hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day. Sending you much love. Again, if you want to book a reading, I will be putting back up the correct web address, and there is a place on my website to send a request, and we will go from there. And again, tomorrow's my middleman's birthday, so I will probably not be on. Just letting you know. So hope everybody has a fantastic and wonderful day.